Hi, this is Matthew Pearson from Zone 1 Hearing. I'm here with Mihaela, and we've just been learning about the fantastic ReSound Vivia 9 micro RIE hearing aids and the other styles, but more interested in that one because it's the one with all the cool stuff. So I was just going to ask her a couple of questions. So the first question is, looks kind of familiar, looks a little bit like the Nexia. There's some new colours, new microphone covers, but I just wanted to know, apart from that, are there any other changes that have happened with the hearing aid?
Absolutely. So thank you so much for coming, first of all.
Oh, no, thanks for having me.
We are super excited because although we haven't changed the design, we still kept the size and the design of the hearing aids. We've actually added a second DNN chip to our hearing aids, which means you can hear even better in background noise situations.
Amazing. Okay. So in terms of how that works then, to sort of any of our viewers who are not sort of really familiar, what is a DNN or a deep neural network?
So DNN stands for Deep Neural Network. It's a form of artificial intelligence that has been trained to look for speech constantly. Now, deep neural networks can be trained differently. Ours is trained to highlight speech constantly, and we are using 13.5 million speech sentences to train our chips.
Wow.
So it continuously highlights speech, especially in complex environments.
Amazing. And I think I heard somebody calculated that was 4.9 trillion calculations a day. And I tried to take my shoes and socks off and add that up, and it took me a while. It's a lot, isn't it?
Yeah.
And the speech sentences, I was very, very close on my guess. I said to do 13.5 million sentences would be about 5 years, almost there, 25.
25 years in total it would take for an average person to say 13.5 million speech sentences. So it's mad, but artificial intelligence can be trained, not in 25 years, but in less time to learn different accents, different languages, different scenarios as well.
Yeah, that's amazing. And in terms of Auracast, there's been some further tweaks with what can be done within the app, and also a little tweak to the TV streamer, which I think gives some more convenience. So can you speak a bit more into that?
Absolutely. So at GN, we talk about Auracast like it's history. We've already launched it 12 months ago in the ReSound Nexia, and we've received really good feedback. Auracast is out there. It's happening in the UK. There are locations that are using broadcast systems. And we've also realized that we need to make it accessible for all. So we've included the Bluetooth LE audio and Auracast capabilities in the ReSound Vivia. But we've also changed our app, and we included something called an Auracast Assistant. So no matter what phone you have, now you have access to connect to any broadcast systems through the app, which is very, very easy, very similar to how you would connect to a Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think we had a cool little demonstration where the remote mic plus, I think it's called, was connected, but then disconnected and could connect to Samsung Buds. I've got some, I think they're called Iris Max headphones. So not just hearing aids, headphones, cochlear implants, rival hearing aids. So effectively anything with that Auracast capability. So now, no gatekeeping by ReSound. They're just going, hey, this is amazing technology. We want it to be accessible to everybody, and we want to accelerate its adoption. And they're working very closely with the people who install that. And I'd love to start installing it as well. It's amazing. So we can start seeing it around London. But, and then there was one more feature to do with the TV streamer. So it was a fairly minor one, but one that I think we've seen used by other manufacturers and I think could be quite convenient. Could you talk about that?
So now we have auto streaming available. This is feedback that we have received from audiologists and feedback that we have received from patients, people that are wearing our hearing aids. So before, when you were connected to an accessory, you had to either press the button on the hearing aid or go onto the app to access that TV streamer or the multi-mic. Now you have the option to auto stream. So as soon as that accessory is switched on, like the TV streamer, the hearing aids will automatically go into streaming whatever you want to watch on the TV.
Yeah, and I think that's really cool because we had a call recently from a gentleman who couldn't connect to his TV streamer, and he's more mature, but the issue was he'd not pressed the button, a different manufacturer, but it's easy to forget. I've got this and it works, and it was working the other day. What's happened? If you've literally just got to turn the TV on for that to work, and I think most people will want that, then you can do it. However, if that isn't convenient for you, it's not, it's not something that you have to have. You could have it that you just access it via the app. So very, very flexible. So yeah, just a couple of the things there that are available with this new fantastic hearing aid. We've already taken some orders and we've had people borrow them and give us some amazing feedback. So we're going to do some future content around that. So watch out for that. And, Please help this get out to more people. So if you could like, share, comment, subscribe, whatever platform you're watching that on, that would be absolutely fantastic. So thanks from both of us for watching, and have a fantastic rest of your day.